really big news of the period is that the WWF is looking at bringing in Mike Tyson as a special guest referee for one of the NBC specials. Man, to say that getting Mike Tyson would be huge for this period is an understatement. He was like the biggest, most polarizing athlete in the world. However, Buster Douglas is going to knock Mike Tyson out in the Tokyo Dome in February 1990. Despite 42-1 odds, he still knocks Tyson out over there. And so Tyson's going to withdraw from the booking, and Buster Douglas comes in instead. Jim, I mean, were you excited at the prospect of having Mike Tyson come in? Are you a boxing fan?
No, not really. But if you look back to the Superdome show we did, Muhammad Ali was at the Superdome show. So as great as Tyson is, we had the greatest of all time at our show down in the Superdome with Muhammad Ali. But yeah, it was great. I think, I think he should have kept the booking, even though he got beat. I think he would have brought more notoriety to WrestleMania than Buster
Douglas. Yeah.
So I mean, Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson, win or lose. I mean, I think he still would have brought more. But again, a lot of stuff was going on backstage. I'm going, oh no shit. I didn't pay attention to a whole lot back then. I wish, go look. If talk about regrets, I guess I wish I paid more attention to what was going on. I took care of my business. I didn't really worry about the politics.
Something to be said for your approach, Jim. You had 40 years in the business, so maybe
I stuck around, man.
Maybe your approach is the right way. Not everybody is so lucky. Buster Douglas is going to receive $100,000 for his one night appearance with the WWF. Pretty nice chunk of change. Jim, do you see the value?
Yeah, that's what I got. I got for the year.
That's for the year. Man, how do the boys react when a celebrity's brought in and makes that kind of money for essentially doing nothing, just coming out on TV?
Yeah, well, nobody's ever happy about it. I mean, they're like, oh shit, they're giving this guy all the money. Isn't that great? Everybody, you son of a
oh man.
No, yeah, I mean, but it was a formula that was working. From Cyndi Lauper at WrestleMania 1 to boom, boom, boom. Everybody's brought in to Drew Carey. I mean, bringing that celebrity, I don't know if it's needed really,
I think
especially nowadays because the celebrities just want to come anyway.
Fans are excited enough about the wrestling. The wrestling fans, it's like
right, yeah. In the beginning, I think it helped with the crossover with the Rock and wrestling and all that, and Vanna White coming in gave it a lot more mainstream stuff. Back then, I think it was more important than it is now. Now the show carries itself on its own. It's not really who gives a darn about the card. It's WrestleMania.
That's it. The show is the big event, not
where before Hogan, Warrior, Hogan, Andre, the card meant a lot more back in the day. Now it's Barnum and Bailey's coming to town. We're not going to talk about the lion tamer or the acrobat. It's the circus.
Exactly.
Which it works. I mean, thank goodness. Like I said, walking around Scotland, hey ho.
Yeah, they did something right with their
marketing. Leave my wife alone, buddy.
It's all right, back up, pal. And now it's like, WrestleMania is 2 nights. The ticket prices are absolutely crazy.
A lot of fans complain about that, man.
Yeah.
A lot of fans are complaining about ticket prices. They really are. And then programs and a T-shirt and a hat. I mean, and if you got 2 kids, or imagine having 4 kids or something that really are big into parking, concessions. I mean, it's a huge moneymaker, but it'd be good to give the fans a break. I think that would work.
They know the diehard fans are going to pay it. It's kind of like the Super Bowl, man, where it's like people want to be at the
ringside. Well, go ahead and keep your ringside seats up, I guess, because those people are the wealthy folks that have a lot of money, and take that money. But the folks that are up in the stands, give them a break.
Absolutely, man. I was at WrestleMania. Gosh, it was like 12 years ago. I think I spent $60 on nosebleed tickets. Now I've seen those tickets going for about $500.
Yeah.
Pretty
And that's
stiff.
too bad. But that's great for the guys and the business, but hard for the fans. Sooner or later, they got to say, "Hey, enough's enough." But I mean, Vince, years ago when we first went over to England, and we were going back and forth a lot, and I was on the plane with Vince, and I said, why don't you drag it out a little bit, space it out. He said, no, hit it while it's hot. It's hot right now. We're taking it now. Boom. And so the business is hot. I think they'll keep the ticket prices up. But, but I always thought, well, think long run it down. And Vince was like, no, it's hot right now. That pendulum might swing the other way. We're going to run it while
There's something to be said for the approach. Make your money while you
Well,
can.
yeah,
and
he was pretty successful with it.
He did all right.